How many of here played the CTF? Did you love it? Was it one of the best CTFs ever? Possibly the best CTF in the galaxy? Let's hear it from Guy.
This one's yours. Test.
This is Guy, our amazing co-organizer this year and CTF lead.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. We had a pretty amazing CTF this year, and I want to do a couple of things, and in the end, acknowledge the winners. I'm not the only one saying that this is probably one of the best CTFs in Israel, and it was amazing out of several different aspects. We had 9 different members on the CTF team. I'll go through the names a bit later so you know who to blame for your favorite missed challenge. We ran somewhere between 3 to 5 different servers just to keep everybody up and happy, and we still had crashes. We had 19 different challenges in total, ranging from something ridiculously easy to something outrageously hard. And we spread out the challenges over 2 weeks, more or less, with new challenges being added every other day on average, Sundays to Wednesdays to Thursdays, more or less, so we can give people enough time to go over the challenges and rack the points. This was not the regular CTF, but you have 48 hours to finish as many challenges as you can. It was all more like a CTF marathon, where you had to crack the most difficult challenges in order to get those points and possibly get to the end as a winner. So first of all, we love feedback. Come find us, come talk to us, tell us how the CTF went, how we felt about it. This little shiny medal, each member of the CTF team is wearing one, so you know exactly who to capture in a very dark corner. But let us know what you felt about it. I just want to share quickly a couple of the different feedbacks that we received over the CTF. Some of them are in Hebrew, some of them are in English. We will do write-ups, or more sincerely, we will share those write-ups. I do want to take time to point out that this specific challenge, WTF LOL, I will not spell it out for you. It was especially hard, and we had some issues with it. I'll come back to it later. And we were very happy that a lot of people found the challenges themselves, well, challenging, or at least something that would keep them up at night trying to get the next flag. Sometimes there were more than one flag. And specifically, some of the people playing games there forgot that we're actually running the servers. So they started chatting with each other over /dev/tty, forgetting that we're owning the server and actually looking at what they're doing. They started chatting and started to share information over the server. That was pretty funny. And in all, it was very fun to write, very fun to run, and very fun to host it. But in the end, what we care about is that we created something that brings the community together and brings people an opportunity to play in a high-order game. Capture the flag in the end is just a game. You solve the riddles, you get the flag, you capture the points. This is it. And we love the feedback. And I do want to give a lot of credit to the team who built it, and a lot of credit to the teams that spent so many hours trying to solve that CTF. And specifically to Tomer Zait, who Tomer, more than anyone else, has spit blood, has sweated tears to get that CTF off the ground. And I want to show you a bit of what happened behind the scenes. We had a lot of challenges with a lot of obscure names, a lot of interesting things that went behind the scenes. So I wrote them down so it would be very obvious to all of you who you need to blame for each of your pains. And some of these challenges were ridiculously easy. I'm in charge of one of the most ridiculous challenges ever. So that was 50 points, and if somebody hasn't tried it out, you should. It will take you like 1 minute. And we also encountered some funny things along the way, like having challenges, building them out, thinking that they're going to be extremely hard, and then some hackers finding a different way to do it in under 2 hours. That was really disappointing. But we learned from it, and we tried to improve ourselves and the challenges for the rest. We also had an issue with one of our challenges where a flag was leaked and shared, and we handled it as best we could, transparently. And in the general, we didn't want to hurt the capture the flag contest itself. On the other hand, we couldn't keep a challenge where a flag was freely shared over Telegram. We didn't want to kick anybody out of the contest, as we believe that they did this as an honest mistake. Both the person who wrote the flag for his blog and the other person who saw the blog and got the flag just wanted to test it out. So we didn't disqualify anyone. In the end, this is just a game, but this is something that we need to consider when we're playing this game to keep some of the rules at least. We had a very dedicated SOC and IT teams. That is Omer and Tomer, that kind of rhymes. So Omer isn't here today, unfortunately. He's traveling somewhere over Vietnam, I think, at the moment. But yeah, we had 24-hour follow the sun IT service, because when we were asleep, Omer was fixing things in the Thailand time zone. But in the end, keeping the challenge running is a problem, but it's something that we need to do in order to get the game with low latency, with responsive servers, with non-crashing Docker services, with servers that don't run out of RAMs repeatedly. And just to share some statistics. We had 312 teams registered for the contest. I think it's one of the most, the highest played CTFs in Israel ever. But when I looked at the data, I didn't want to do just how many people signed up for the challenge. I wanted to know how many people actually played the challenge. And we had 112 different teams who solved at least one challenge. So I think this is a beautiful turnout. Over 1,000 different unique IP addresses. To anybody who thought we weren't looking at, we were looking at them. And just looking at the solve counts, you can quickly see which was the easiest challenge over there. And what was ridiculously hard, this is the challenge that we canceled. So these were ridiculously hard, and some of them were just as hard as others. And also that a lot of people were able to solve the more run-of-the-mill CTFs, but the more specialized CTFs took a lot more time. Now I want to discuss briefly the winners, and again, thank the CTF team for doing this, for hosting this, for helping us. Thank you.
Give it up, give it up, give it up to the CTF team. One of the most amazing CTFs in the galaxy. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes.
Okay.
Who is in third place, guy?
I'm not going to call everybody on stage, but I'm going to wave the prize and you can come to me afterwards. So, third place. Team JCTF, please stand up.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Now you can stand up.
JCTF. You won a speaker.
Is that the Jewish CTF? Yeah. You won these amazing speakers. Very cool.
Second place. We have Team Baby Roots.
Baby Roots, stand up, stand up.
Stand up. You were amazing.
Is this for him?
No,
Okay, you're also one of these awesome things. And coming now behind the scenes, it is the biggest trophy you have ever seen. This is a trophy to end all trophies. First place.
First of all, an honorable mention.
Yes, okay.
So Adam, he's a researcher working for Zimperium, actually won the first place. But one of our rules, and the reason for that rule is we wanted to share with the community. And he's based in Amsterdam. And we have a rule that while we open the contest for any remote team to play, because we think it's fun, you have to be present on stage to win the prize. So all kudos to Adam for being and able to play the CTF. But the first place prize goes to Reclass.
Reclass!
Stand up.
Where are you? Where are you? Yeah.
Come get your prize.
Come get your trophy, please, please. Guy, don't forget to pose for the photo with the trophy.
Come.
Here is your photographer.
Yay.
Woo! Team Reclass. Way to go. Have you ever seen a trophy so big? Thank you.
So, just to wrap it up, we are going to release the Capture the Flag as we believe in transparency and openness. We're going to release the source code on GitHub, and Tomer has been kind enough to build a virtual machine to host on VanHub. That will be released as well. Please send us your write-ups. If you have good write-ups, we want to share them as well. We believe in sharing. the CTF how the CTF was constructed, the infrastructure, how do you select teams, how do you select challenges. We're going to do a write-up on that as well, probably going to be released on a couple of different venues, including Digital Whisper. And in the end, please follow us, come play again next year, and thank you all for playing.
May the force be with you. May the force be with you.